Hello to you guys, I hope you are doing good. We are back with another video and you are already probably wondering why is he talking about frame generation on a PlayStation 5. It has many purposes and this is easy to do. I came across an idea doing this on Bloodborne. You already see Bloodborne running here. This game is fixed in 30 frames. We never had a patch that makes this works in 60 frames on PlayStation 5. It is fixed in 30 frames. But there is a way with frame generation with a normal PlayStation, not a PlayStation Pro or anything like that. A normal PlayStation. If you have a few things, I'm going to show you what you guys need. You probably already own a few of those things, and especially if you are a content creator, you probably have all of those things. So let me first show you Bloodborne running in 30 frames. This is sad. Let me show you this. This is really sad. Okay, we are running in 30 frames and you already see it. This is not playable at all. I'm still on my PlayStation. You see my menu here? I'm on PlayStation. I'm gonna enable frame generation for you guys, and this works for every game. But I choose Bloodborne for an example. I'm gonna go on Arma also. Arma reforger that came recently out. Alright guys, I just enabled frame generation and tell me just if you spot the difference. I'm gonna move around a little bit and tell me guys if you see any difference. And if it is the case, I need you now to comment down in a comment section and tell me what you guys think about this. This is insane. I'm not even using a PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm using a normal PlayStation 5, and I'm also gonna show you guys how this works. It is really easy to set up. You need a few things. If you have a PlayStation, you already have one of those things. So let's jump again to my camera here. Now you're seeing my desktop, and one software that you need actually is VideoLAN VLC player. You probably already have it installed. If it's not the case, I'm gonna put the link down in the description for those who are interested. You just download it. Once you download it, open VLC player. Let's go. I just have VLC player open. The next thing you have to have, this one is not free. I'm warning you guys. Lossless scaling is available on Steam and it's not free. This software is needed to enable frame generation on your games. And this works with all the games. Once you have this software, you buy it, you start the software. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna start the software here, and lossless scaling is an insane tool. You are going to see this little window. After you started the program, lossless scaling is running. There's a few things that you have to set up to make this entire thing work. So you'll just leave it here by default. The next row, scaling mode, just leave it on auto. Then you move down here and put full screen. The next one, scaling type. This will make the picture sharper. I put this one on 3 and left this one at LS1. This should be the default one. You can move it to something else and try. You can try guys. But I left it to the normal one per default. Performance, it's practical if your PC can't handle this thing. You just put the performance on. But in this case, I'm going to remove it. I don't need it. My PC can handle this. The next row, frame generation. This is the row that guys, you are about to change a few things. So the first thing, this should be here on off per default. You just select here, click here and select the second one. This should enable frame generation. The next thing you have to change is the mode. 4 times is how many times this thing should be so smooth. If you put only 2 times, you won't even notice a difference. I recommend put it here at the maximum 4 times. Resolution scale, I left it at 100. I didn't change anything here. Everything else is off. Go down here. G-Sync, if you have an NVIDIA card, enable it. And draw FPS is just to see the FPS on the top left side. GPU, I only have one GPU. Just leave it by default. So that's it. You already set it up. Lossless scaling, you don't have to do anything else. Now the next thing you have to open is VLC player. I have my VLC player running here. Let me just put it a little bit smaller. It is in French. Again, I'm sorry guys. You click here on top left on your VLC player. Then you go down here 5, 6 rows and select this here. This is the capture settings. After you click there, this little window here will open. The mode, the capture is the capture mode. You just select the direct show, leave it there. You don't actually have to change it. The next thing is here, I showed you Elgato. You select your capture card. I select my Elgato, and here it is the audio, so you can hear the game while playing it. And I'm also choosing a game capture HD. That's the Elgato itself. The next thing you have to click is here. It's really important. It has 300 milliseconds delay. I'm gonna move it to 0 milliseconds delay. It's really important. Then you click on the advanced option, and here you change the 4:3, you change it to 16:9, and that's it. That's it. You just click on play now. Now you see already the game is running in the background. And why am I using VLC player? It's easy. It's because of this one setting that I just showed you, the milliseconds delay. You can put it at 0 and you almost have real time, and you don't feel that much of delay. You will feel some delay. Don't worry about that. I already warned you. You will feel some delay, but it will be less if you put 0 milliseconds here. Frame generation is not enabled. As you can see, it's running till in 30 frames. And I'm gonna enable frame generation. You just click here on scale. You have a timer starting, and now you click on your window in the back. You click on the VLC player. What you have to do, if it's looking like this, just press it twice inside of the VLC player, and now the aspect ratio should be fine. You are at 16:9. You already see it's also frame generating my webcam. That's normal. I'm gonna remove my webcam so you guys can see at the top left side. I'm gonna show you the frames, but it is now generating frames on my camera. That's normal. And once again, we are back inside of Bloodborne, and we have frame generation enabled. And you guys now can play with frame generation enabled inside of Bloodborne without having Sony fix this thing for you. It is a little bit struggling right now because I'm recording, and I told you my PC is not the best one, but it can handle frame generation. And this is running way better when I'm not recording. Now I'm going to show you another game running also frame generation, and I told you I'm going to test it with Arma. This is a recent game. Arma Reforger is started, and let me show you something, guys. You see on the top right side it's saying we are running at 30 frames because I have the setting here on quality. I'm not setting it to performance right now, but we are running at quality settings. I'm going to enable the frame generation on this game as well. And you are about to see some changes. You still see the 30 frames on the top right, but on the top left, I'm gonna explain to you guys what those mean. It's easy to understand. We have 60 Hz. It's normal because the PlayStation is actually running in 60 Hz, but the game itself is running at 30 frames. And the program, the lossless scaling program that we are running, is upscaling this to 120 frames. That's exactly what those numbers mean on the top left. Now, if you can see, I am running here probably more than 60 frames, even though it's saying 30 frames on the top right. But you see a few artifacts appearing on the bottom of the screen, on the left of the screen, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that much. But the problem is this game is actually a first-person game, but it can also switch to third person. I won't recommend you using frame generation inside of Arma, just because of one reason. It is the slight delay that you have, and this will put you off while aiming. But you see it's working. Now I'm going to disable the frame generation so you guys can see the difference. I'm going to disable here the frame generation, and I'm going back to Arma. Now Arma is running normally without frame generation, and you notice something that is really weird. It's stuttering, it's not beautiful, it's way off. Once again, I'm gonna enable frame generation so you guys just see the difference. Click again on frame generation here, and we click on the second choice and we scale it again. I click on VLC player. You are about to see the game, and once again I have frame generation enabled. We still have the 30 frames on the top right, but you see a clear, beautiful difference while moving your cursor. And this is insane. I'm just wondering, why is Sony not giving us frame generation for all the games? It would be insane, and I think this would also work with the GPU that we already have. That would be insane, guys. Let us have more choices so we can customize our game feeling. Please, this is insane how beautiful this looks. And that's pretty much it with this video. Now I'm wondering what you guys think of this video. Would you try it yourself? Do you find it interesting? Tell me down in the comment section. I'm really interested what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Peace.